Hello! Welcome back to episode 2 of Terrarium. As you can see, it is going so very well. I died 2 separate times while I was attempting to get OBS to actually record correctly, and I'm currently dying a 3rd time to a laggy spider. This is a bit of a problem. Oh, like, that came off a zombie. I did some mining off camera. Unlike most mining off camera, I don't actually have 10 stacks of diamond blocks now. I have, this is what I have. Anyways, so, alright, what we're going to do today, I got tired of mining because, I only have so much time in the day and, mining, not so exciting. So what I'm thinking, we've got the swamp, we've got this hill. I really like leveling hills. So what if I just straight up demolished this entire hill, and then, built a town where it used to be? Because, that sounds odd, but at the same time, it is very satisfying. So, step E1, what do I want to do here? If I want to level the hill, I guess I've straight up just got to, make a pickaxe and then do it. Or not a pickaxe, a normal axe. Not an axe, a shovel. Because yay words. So let's get going. While I'm doing this, let's talk about Geico, my favorite car insurance company. Yeah, as you can see, Geico is just the thing that comes to mind when I have nothing else to say. Yeah, you know what? I thought I'd be doing something interesting today. I immediately go, ah yes, let me level a hill. That is such a good idea, isn't it? But we are here now. So what is there on my mind to talk about? Yeah, I'm digging this stuff up in Minecraft. I really want to actually dig a tunnel in real life, but as it turns out, digging tunnels in real life is significantly harder than digging tunnels in Minecraft, since Yeah, sorry about that. In Minecraft, you, straight up craft a shovel or a pickaxe or whatever, and then you go and... What? I have no clue what just happened, but you straight up craft a pickaxe and a shovel, and you hold left click for a while, and then bango, you just made a tunnel. In real life, well, firstly, is so much work. You have to get... Why is it... Oh, that's close to... That's why it's not going in my inventory. But in real life, it's this whole bother. First you have to... Alright, I'm just going to say things out of order because my thoughts are nowhere near organized enough to say in order. So, that's a lot of work. You've got to, straight up get a massive shovel and a bucket and go, okay, I've got this horrifying clay under me that they put in when they built the housing edition, so I've got to ream the shovel into that clay so hard just to get it to, exit the ground. Then once you've done that, you have to somehow get a shovel down in this tiny 2x2 foot hole you're trying to slink down, and get it below your feet, and scoop the clay into it somehow, then get it out again and pour it into your dirt pile. Because, of course, when I was digging a small tunnel, I made it as small as I could, with the result that, zero maneuverability. What else? Oh, you have to figure out what to do with the pile of waste if you want to dig a tunnel. Because, you dig a tunnel, the pile of waste it produces is probably, twice the size of the amount of stuff you remove from the ground. So, you dig a tiny little 4-foot hole in the ground, massive dirt pile, I don't even know why. I think it's just because a ton of air gets mixed into it and makes it all fluffy. But it makes it... Oh, shovel broke. It makes it so much more annoying figuring out where to put it. And if you... Oh, my throat! Oh. But if you, like me, live with people who do not like large piles of dirt in the yard, then that is when you deal with the problem of... Oh no, where do I put this massive pile that's going to happen if I dig a tunnel? So, yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, okay, I am actually pretty tired today because I've been dealing with so many weird annoyances in real life, but yeah, back to tunnels because my mind is on tunnels. So then, like, I read a book where someone dug a tunnel by just sort of dumping the dirt in the open space behind their house, like a grassy area that was just left back there by the town, which probably illegal, but if you could get away with it, then it would work. Except the thing is, like, what is... Ah, yes. I have to deal with, like, kind of unpredictable people who just sort of repeatedly change their mind on what is and is not tolerated around here. So there's a 50% chance that one day they would wake up and freak out and demand the tunnel instantly be filled in. So if I illegally dumped the dirt in the local green space, that would be a problem, you know, because then no dirt to fill in the tunnel. But, like, yeah, I feel like I could work out something, but it takes effort is the thing. I haven't put in any effort because I've been tired. And yeah. So, on to something that isn't tunnels. What else is there in this world? There's Geico Car Insurance, my favorite car insurance company. Yay for Geico. Okay, I'm going to cut the recording and recharge my brain, then talk. I am back to talk about debugging. I'm pretty sure the audio got cut off though, but that's fun. Anyways, debugging. That is, actually, once you're used to it, debugging usually isn't very bad. It's usually just you spend a half hour digging through stuff and eventually it's like, ah yes, this is the source of my problem, I can now solve my problem. But here's the thing, like just every now and then what happens is you just get this horrifying mess of a bug, and it's like, it makes no sense, it breaks all the rules of debugging, and you just do not know what is causing it. And those can take days to fix, and I am currently in the middle of one of them. So, here's the story. I'm making a game. Unexpectedly, the game suddenly starts running very slowly, and taking up 100% of my fairly decent computer's GPU. So obviously, it needs a bit of optimization. So I do some profiling. It turns out that a grand total of about 50% of the game's CPU time is being spent on this obscure little feature of programming called a uniform variable. It doesn't matter what it does, just know that it should not take up 50% of your CPU time. Like, ever. For any... It doesn't make any sense for it to be doing that. But I look, and it is doing that. So my first assumption is that I've just optimized them really badly and just messed up. So I'm acting under that assumption. And I go like, okay, let's optimize this a bit more. So I do some more profiling, I change some things around, I'm out of food, yay. But I change some things around, and it's like, okay, it should work now. So I test it, nothing changed. Like, actually. Well, not quite nothing. It got 1/6 less slow. Which, yeah, that's great. Your code is, sorry, I am counting potatoes. But, like, yeah, my code just straight up got about 15% less slow, which sounds kind of good until you realize that it needs to be about 80% less slow, so... yeah, that's really a bit of a problem. So, yeah, and then I do some more optimization on the uniforms, and here's the fun bit. When I do the optimization that should make it way faster, that should essentially solve the problem, literally nothing happens. Like, Not even almost nothing. Literally nothing changed. If anything, it got slightly slower. So, at this point, I'm going like, what on earth is this? Why? Why is it so slow? And I don't really know. So I just sort of move on and try some other things. Oh, baked potatoes is surprisingly good. I should plant some potatoes. I shouldn't just eat all of them. Where'd I put them? Okay. I should actually start a potato farm. I should become... Wait, is Technoblade the one that farmed potatoes? Or was that... I don't even know anymore. But anyways, so... Where I left off, I just failed to optimize these uniforms, and I'm not knowing why. So I go like, okay, whatever. And I just sort of back off and go back the next day. And then I'm looking at it the next day, and actually, no, wait. I messed up the dates. What I just described took 2 separate days, not just one. Because it tired me out so much that after the first day, I stopped after half an hour and just went back the next day. So then I take another break because I have no bloody clue what's going on. Pickaxe broke. I just choked myself out in a crafting table. Right, I already have a pickaxe crafted. I didn't need to make that. But anyways, I go back the next day, and I think that next day is today. So today I go up and I go like, okay, I have this list of potential fixes. Let's see if any of them can work. And I researched one of them. It's called instance rendering, and I'm like, oh, this seems like it should be exactly describing the solution to the problem I'm having. Like, I just need to implement instance rendering. Shovel broke. I just need to implement instance rendering, and then the problem will be gone, right? Sorry, I'm still getting over being sick and my nose is not vibing. But anyways, I take like half an hour and implement instance rendering into my code, and it's like, okay, this should fix it. So I run it, I test it, and here's the fun bit. Like, it actually did, it sort of fixed the problem. The bit of the code that was being slow stopped being slow. It was really fast. But the exact amount of lag I just fixed in uniforms immediately reappeared in a totally different part of my code. And at that point I'm just like, what? Why? And I just sort of stroll off and take a break. And then, we finally get to the present. I'm just like, basically I'm bored. Just for the sake of it, I Google the problem I'm having, expecting nothing of any use to come up in the results, because I've Googled so much already and none of the answers have helped me at all. And then, I get someone is describing to a T the exact problem I'm having. And then the solution to the problem clearly states like, it describes exactly what I do in my code, and says that if you do it, it'll make you code horribly slow. So I think I have finally found it. Oh, sheep. Hi. But I think I have finally found what is causing the problem, which is that I failed to optimize this doodad called a vertex shader, and it is having to run a bunch of code for parts of the screen that are blank. So I think that is the problem, and I think that is why it's at 100% GPU. I'm going to test it either today or tomorrow, I don't really know. I also don't really care, but I think I have got it. Yeah, I have spent so much energy on this. I have, like, multiple days in a row. I have just gotten off coding and, like, felt like I've just been digging tunnels all day, like, clearly physically tired from this. It is, exhausting. But I think I have finally got it, and that is so nice. Okay. Anyways, now on to the next step. I've got to decide what to do here. I think, what if I lowered all of this terrain one single block, raised all of this terrain itself up one block, and built the town on that? I think that's a decent idea. You know what, let's just get some, like, cobblestone or something and start laying out some roads. Actually, do I want... Yeah, because I can dig some basements in this, so I don't want to fill all of it with dirt yet, because if I'm going to dig a basement, filling it with dirt would just be annoying. Yay, water flow. Yay. Sploosh. 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 Splosh. Splosh. Okay. I've worn my voice out talking loudly. Okay, so where do we want the main road to go? Let's hop up here a bit and get a look. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, this is a nice view. Oh, this render distance. Another village? Well, the last village was over there, somewhere. I don't know if it's visible from here. Where is it? It was somewhere over that way, I think. But the last village, I did, in fact, completely torch. So, you know, some fun things might be in the future. Anyways, let's decide. Where's the main road going to be? I ignore the existence of that village. I'm feeling like we should make it start over there and go that way. Like, that just feels good. Don't know why, but I like it. Anyways, and I'm thinking over this swamp, I want to put, like, a big main square with some nice buildings around it. So we could build, like, a cross shape, 2 big roads that intersect in the square, and then have smaller roads coming off. Yeah, I think that's just... I like that idea. So what I'm thinking here, maybe... I've got to figure out how wide to make the roads. I'm thinking either 8 or 10 blocks feels good, like some real nice wide roads, since these are the important main ones. So, say this is the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is how it'll look if I make it 8 blocks. You know what, let's do odd numbers. I've heard odd numbers are good. 9 blocks. Okay, this is definitely wide enough. So the next... What would happen if I made it 11? Let's just take a peek here. That tree. Can I get up? Okay. I'm trying to visualize this. Yeah, 11 blocks wide feels like way too much, so let's go with 9. So, supposing roads are 9 blocks wide, where do we want the main square to start? Actually, before we do that, let's decide where the center of the main square would be, then we can just decide how big to make it. So, hopping up here, let's see. Well, obviously somewhere in here. What if we just put it, like, straight over the center of the swamp? Like, over there? That could be an option. I just tried to mine cobblestone with a shovel. Before long, I'm going to be making, like, a string axe like Technoblade did, or a cobblestone crafting table. But, oh wait. You know what, I'm going to cut here and lay out some ideas and then uncut, because I don't want this video to go so long. It takes too much footage. And I am back. I have laid out this shape here. I am thinking this nice solid middle square with these 4 roads coming out of the sides. I'd say it feels fairly nice without being so big that it's beyond my capacity to actually build it with my time constraints, which is good. Also, words. Yes, words. So recap, today we have done this thing, flattened this bit. Is that it? I guess it is. And yeah, I think this will be interesting to see how it comes along over the next few days. And now I am going to cut the recording because I have got to go mine to get resources. Yeah. I'm not going to film it because mining is boring. I'm just going to go do it. Yep. Ta-ta. P.S. I just found some diamonds. Nice.